G'day there guys, welcome back to a Medieval 2 Total War Let's Play. In the last episode we continued our struggle against the Holy Roman Empire. I think we did manage to take Magdeburg last episode, so that's good. We do have a almost full army in there. We are recruiting some units, and last time we saw that the Holy Roman Empire managed to muster up this pretty sizable army here. That's probably going to be a bit of a threat to us. But we do have, well, it looks about 2.5 stacks here, a bit less than 2.5 stacks because they're not at full strength. But we are moving this stack led by Pul Afmalov towards whatever settlement this is that's held by the Holy Roman Empire. And hopefully we can take that and then perhaps grab a few more settlements down here in the south, and we'll see if we can get some sort of peace deal going, because I don't know how long we're going to be able to hold out in this war against the Holy Roman Empire. So, and the Norwegians also seem to have this army here, so I don't really know what they're doing with it. They're probably going to stab us in the back after we had that peace treaty with them, but we'll see what happens, and if things go a little bit too badly, we'll start sending out diplomats for peace offers everywhere. So yeah, with that said, we'll end the turn, and we'll see what this settlement over here that Pul's moving towards. Hopefully it's not too heavily garrisoned or anything. We may have to siege it out. So yeah, things are going fairly well in the campaign. We definitely can't seem to drag the Polish into the war, which is unfortunate, and the Holy Roman Empire has laid siege to Magdeburg. Which isn't a big deal, because we can send that army from Hamburg down there to help out, and we'll be able to crush it by pure numbers.
If they close, finish them.
So the Holy Roman Empire are starting to muster up a significant amount of troops now, which is kind of worrying, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so the Aragonese have a diplomat, or princess at least. We'll see what she's trying to do. Nothing. So yeah, hopefully we can hold back the Holy Roman Empire, because it was sort of a hasty war that we went on. So hopefully we're not going to get completely destroyed. So the Pope died. Pope Alejandro the 24th just got elected. So hopefully he's on our side. Which he's not. Well, he is a little bit, but is he on the Holy Roman? He doesn't really like the Holy Roman Empire either, and I don't know if he likes Norway. Where's Norway? He likes Norway. So hopefully we'll try and stay off his bad side. The Norwegians up here, again, they're threatening Hamburg, so I don't really like that. Captain Fritz has a fairly sizable army down here as well, which we will probably be able to take care of. We're just going to have a quick look over here. Stettin, so this is Stettin, so it's not very defended, so we are going to attack it. We'll attack this unit here, and hopefully that'll draw out the units from Stettin. Down here, let's see. So they've got a decent amount of cav. They're heavy cav as well, I think. Some spear units, mostly spear units, not many range units. And no general units. So they are planning on assaulting, because they have built siege equipment. So that might be a pretty big battle. What we could do is send this army down to take out Captain Fritz over here, but why can't I move them?
My lord. Orders, my king.
Am I losing my mind here? Why can't I move my men? Is it because Norway's in the way? I think it's because Norway's in the way and we can't move through their territory. Alright, whatever, it doesn't matter. Because, I mean, unless they reinforce, even then we're going to be able to hold Magdeburg with all of our range units and all of our spear units, so I'm not too worried about that. We will move this army southward. And just in case the Norwegians decide to attack Hamburg, we do have some additional defenses here. And yeah, so I think we're going to end it there again and just see what's gonna play out. Because I mean, either Norway's going to attack us, or they're just moving through our lands for some reason. And I have a feeling that they're probably going to attack us. So yeah, I think we should be able to hold Magdeburg. It shouldn't be too difficult to do. They've got a lot of spear units, that's the only problem. So we do have a lot of range units though, so we can put them on the walls and burn down their siege equipment as they move towards the gate. So it doesn't look like they're going to attack this turn. They may be building more siege equipment, they may be waiting us out, but can't really remember how the Medieval 2 AI sort of works towards sieges. Been playing too much of the newer games and the siege AI is pretty terrible. So rebellion in Bulgaria. The Khwarezmian Shah is dead. Okay, so someone was found innocent at a trial. I think that had something to do with the Spanish Inquisition that we, because we pissed off the Pope or something, so he sent an Inquisition towards us. Financially, we're doing really well. We've got so much money in the bank. Production, we're doing okay. Population is fairly big. The Khwarezmian Empire is huge. That used to be all territory of the Holy Roman Empire, and now it looks, sorry, not the Holy Roman Empire, the Byzantine. So now it looks like the Khwarezmian Shah is, or the Khwarezmian Empire is pretty big. So they're somewhere over here. Can't really remember where. So over here, they are still moving that army, Captain Fritz's army, towards Magdeburg.
Yes.
Okay, so now we can move our troops. So I think it had something to do with where Norway's army was, which is kind of annoying, but we're not going to get there in time if they attack with Captain Fritz in reinforcements, but we'll give it a shot anyway.
Orders, my lord.
And we can garrison Hamburg with whoever this was. So we'll move Skilled southward, see if we can get to Magdeburg in time. Over here, we're going to be laying siege to Stettin. That little army disappeared somewhere. They can last 8 turns, so we're definitely not going to be waiting them out. We can build some siege equipment, some rare ladders, and a siege ram. Sorry, not a siege ram, siege tower. But that'll take 2 turns. I don't know if I want to wait 2 turns. So how many? What do they have in terms of troops?
The siege is ongoing.
Okay, they only have 4 troops in there. So the auto resolve should be fairly kind to us if we just take that with us next turn. So we'll do that, and we'll take that city, and then hopefully that'll weaken them just a little bit more to sort of push them towards the peace deal, because I don't know if we're going to win this war actually. Doesn't look like it at this point, because if these are just a couple of basic armies that the Holy Roman Empire are pulling up, they've probably got a few more stacks moving towards us now, and there's only so much we can fight. So we'll end the turn. And hopefully they attack with that army next turn. The only problem is going to be if the Holy Roman Empire attack with both the full stack and the half stack. See, there's another HRE army, but that looks like a crusading army, so I don't think they'll attack us. Looks like they're going to attack us over here. Okay, so that's very unusual. They do have half a stack, we do have almost a full stack. They have some decent troops. I think that's the reason why. And they do have a ballista, so catapult. But we have 500 more men than them. So we're going to fight this on the battle map.
We have chosen the field. Now, let the battle begin.
And I think we should be able to win this one. All we need to do is, because they're attacking us, we can play fairly defensively. We'll set up a ballista to try and take out some of their cavs, some of their catapults, and we'll see if we can find a good position. There is a hill over here, so we'll start the deployment. This is a nice hill that we can set our ballista on. Okay, and we'll get them targeting the cav, and probably if the catapults come in range, we'll get them as well. And let's see what else we can do. We've got a fairly decent amount of archer units. In fact, we have too many archer units. We have way too many archer units in this army. So what we should have done is swapped out some of those spear units. I didn't really look at the army composition. So we have a lot of range units, which means we're gonna have to play this fairly carefully. We need to really have this spear line holding us. So we can put the cav in the forest and hide them, and hopefully they don't bring any troops to the forest. And then we can get some surprise flanks on as they start moving up. And with our spear units and our Viking Raiders, what have we got? Okay, this is it. That's gonna be our infantry line. So their infantry is just going to destroy us. In terms of defending these ballista up here, we should put a unit over here perhaps, and they can hold against until if we need to move up some units we can. So we'll just grab the rest of our infantry line, build up a fairly sizable line, put our archer units behind them, and turn them off skirmish mode, and we'll start the battle. So hopefully this draws these guys this direction. I don't want to be having them flank around this side. That'll destroy us if they do manage to do that, which it looks like they may be doing that. Our ballista are sort of in range. One of them is. So we'll let these guys fire at will. And we'll designate targets. Okay, so we'll designate the catapult. One of them is not in range. So that's my Norse archers, because I put my Norse archers over there. So my Norse archers will be running up, but both catapults are in range. And it looks like they have a similar idea to us to get their siege weapons attacking our own. So that's good. We can get some ballista fire on them. See if we're hitting anything. Doesn't look like it. Oh well. Over here, it looks like they're moving up fairly quickly. They are pushing towards the hill, which is my biggest concern at this point. But yeah, it looks like they're going to take our catapults. So I'm not too worried about the catapults, to be honest. Especially since they're using friendly fire on their own guys. So even if they take our catapults, it's not a big deal. We didn't really need them. So they do have this cav moving up through the forest. That is light cavalry. Our cav is still hidden. So as soon as they engage with the spear militia, we're going to send out our cav to get a flanking charge on these guys. Okay, so our spear militia should be able to hold against some light cavalry. So we'll send out our cav now. And we'll send them around actually. And then we can start doing some hammer and anvil. So we do have our archer units getting some continuous fire on these guys. I don't know how well we're doing. So we'll get these guys to charge out. Send these guys around the flank. Looks like they've already broken through one of our lines, the heavy cavalry. But we will engage them from behind. So it doesn't look like we're doing very well. Over here we're not doing too badly. We have lost the catapult units, and they do have spear sergeants taking on our Viking Raiders, who we're going to lose over there. Over here we're doing fairly okay. We can keep moving these cav around. Not too concerned with the archers at this point. We really just need to take care of their infantry. Okay, so we broke some of their infantry, so hopefully we can roll up their line there. Okay, so we managed to repel their cavalry and their infantry on the left flank. On the right flank, it looks like we are losing those, so we'll keep sending our cav around.
Badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Yeah, so it's not going to be a battle that we're going to lose or anything. It's just we're going to lose quite a few men in the process. But at least this means that this army won't be reinforcing at Magdeburg, which will give us a better chance over there. So we'll get one of our cav units to take care of the archers over here. And we'll get the other two to keep getting hammer and anvil strikes on these guys.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Okay, so we managed to rout them as well. So we managed to rout the right flank. And it looks like the only ones left are over here, who are destroying our Viking Raiders, or who did before. So we'll send our cav over there. We do have this cav taking on these archers. I brought up spear militia, so I'm going to pull that cav back. And we'll just get some fire on the archers with my own. So we'll just move up all of our archers, and then we'll send a cav unit after the catapults over here. Actually, we can do a recharge on these archers who are running. Yeah, that was fairly ineffectual. What would be great is if we got some access to some heavy cav, because at the moment we've only got light cavalry in our roster. So we're really doing pretty poorly on the roster front. So the archers are getting caught by those spear militia. No problem. Okay, so who's left? Okay, those sergeant spearmen. We're destroying our cav, so we get our archers firing on them. Okay, so we lost 2 of our cav units, or almost anyway. I'm not sure why this one isn't routed yet. This one should come back from routing. And we'll get our spear units, or our spear units to take care of these spearmen sergeants. And then over here, we just got our cav taking care of the catapults. So I'm not quite sure who hasn't routed yet. We've got the spear militia over here who hasn't routed. These archer militia are still getting some fire on us. Okay, we managed to rout those spear sergeants. And we're getting some heavy fire on these guys. I don't know why they're not routing yet. Over here... Have we routed the catapult? Nope. Okay, so the catapult's still fighting. 6 men, 5 men left. They are moving up these spear militia to take out our cav. So hopefully we can... Okay, so we do have lots of archers though. So we should be getting fire on everybody. It's just annoying because these guys aren't breaking. Okay, so that's it. End of battle. So we'll end it there. We lost 550 men, and they lost 1,150. So that's pretty good for us. They did fairly well, especially considering they didn't even have a general. So, like I said, the Holy Roman Empire troops tend to be fairly high quality compared to our own. But our roster is so limited compared to theirs. So, enemies captured. Now we're going to execute them. Over here, it looks like they're going to assault Magdeburg. So, we'll fight this one as well, because that will absolutely wipe us out on the auto-resolve front. So this one's going to probably be a little bit more tough, because as soon as they sort of breach one of our walls, we may have a problem. So we're just going to see if we can get the siege towers on fire, the siege rams on fire, funnel them into the main street. Okay, so what do they got? What do they got? They've got ladders over here. So 2 sets of ladders, 2 siege rams, and 2 siege rams, 2 siege towers, and 1 siege ram. So if we set the siege ram on fire, that'll be good. It means that they'll have to go through the siege rams, and then we can see if we can set the siege rams on fire as well. So I just want to see what we've got. We've got so many archer units that we really don't need. Okay, so we'll set 2 archer units over here on this wall. That's a pain to draw the troops out. There we go. And we get another one over here. And these guys are going to be both on fire ammo. Everybody who's on range is using fire ammo. So we'll get these guys on the main gate. Maybe not. Okay, it doesn't look like it. So it looks like we can only get that 1 unit there. I'm not quite sure why I can't set these guys here. They probably have too many men in each unit. So we're going to set them over here. While we have a spear unit over here. Yeah, so this is going to take a while to set up, because the thing's so difficult to control. Okay, there we go. So that'll put the 2 arch units over here, and the rest are going to be down on the bottom floor using just firing over the wall. and hopefully they're going to be able to hit those siege towers. Even if we don't take them out, we're going to still put our spear units on the walls. So we'll start doing that. And we'll just stack as many people on the walls as possible. They're not going to be able to get up here. They'll be getting a siege tower here and a siege tower over here. We'll put another guy there as well. And then we'll put some guys down in the gate to hold the gate against the siege ram if they do manage to breach. Man, the pathfinding in the older games is so terrible. Okay, so that'll do. And we should be able to hold the gate, and we'll put our general behind here. So we'll see what happens. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Alright, whatever. Okay, so we'll start the battle. We'll see what happens. And we've already got our archer towers firing fire arrows on the siege towers. So we'll just make sure that our archers are doing the same thing. Not in range just yet. Okay, so what we're going to do is disable fire arrows here, because all these guys are just spear sergeants. And they're not going to, I don't think these archers are going to get in range of the ram, so we're not even going to worry about that. So straight away they've pretty much got to our wall. Over here the archers are targeting the wrong thing. So make sure that they're firing on that siege tower. You really need to take that down. They've got ladders at the wall over here. Somehow this siege tower hasn't caught on fire. Okay, so it doesn't look very good on the defensive front here. There's still a chance we can catch it on fire, actually. Okay, so these guys are almost up the wall. So we do have our spear militia here. Over here, same thing. We do have our archers up there. I'm not going to worry about them. They're just going to act as another melee unit. Over here, they've got the siege tower at the wall.
The enemy are battering down the gates.
Okay, and they've got their ram at the gates now as well. So, all over, this isn't looking very good on the front of funneling them into one particular mode of attack. They now have ladders, rams, and siege towers. So, it's not looking too good for us at the moment. So now it comes down to how well we can just repel them. This doesn't seem to be working. So I'm going to pull back whatever archers we have up here. And then just let the spear militia over here take care of it. Okay, we'll put these guys on ordinary fire. So we do have a couple of other melee units over here who are going to help out. Over here, they push pretty much straight onto the wall. And we don't seem to be doing very well. Yeah, that doesn't look like it's going very well for us. Over here, they've got another siege tower moving towards the back wall. I could send some units over there. But really, we need all the guys over here. So we'll send one of these spear militia over here, and we'll send them up here onto the tower. And hopefully we can take care of these light men-at-arms. Okay, so we're not doing terribly. The gate's at 69%, and they've only got one unit actually attacking the gate. So that's kind of an advantage for us. Maybe we can push out or something. But they do have some more of the units over here. I think it's just cav. Yeah, they got all their cavs. So as soon as that gate falls, they'll rush their cav through there. So we better have our spear units prepared to repel. We can put them into skill trim formation. If it's anything like square formation from Rome 2, then it will be heaps overpowered. we can take care of these archers who are coming to the gate. So it looks like they sent their archers straight up the ladders, and they're really just piling people up there. So we're definitely losing this wall here. Over here we're not doing too badly. They've already lost something like 30 men from that unit. These guys are still moving up the siege tower, so they'll be on the wall soon. We managed to rout a spear militia who came through the gate, so that's good. I didn't even see that happening. So over here, the light men-at-arms are doing okay. I don't even know if our archers are getting fire on them, to be honest. Oh, they are. Okay, so the light men-at-arms are doing okay, but we do have our spear militia taking care of them. Over here, they're pushing through the gate. Big chance they'll have the cavalry come through in a minute. Yep. Okay, so here come the cav. We do have oil, so that's good, and we'll hopefully we'll be able to hold it here. Those peasant infantry are going to get destroyed, though. It looks like we routed the arch unit, maybe? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, but we did manage to rout the spear sergeant unit, so that's good. So we're going to move these guys backwards, because they are getting attacked from behind by the light men-at-arms unit, where I sent a spear unit somewhere up there to help, but I don't know where they've gone. Over here, our levy archers are getting fire on someone. These guys over here, maybe? I don't know.
Changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Okay, so I'm gonna say we're losing fairly badly here. It's just because they've got those that cav just pushing through, and it's really annoying how overpowered the heavy cavalry is in this game. So we'll send in our general, get a rear charge on them, see if we can break a few of their units. But at this point, the speed that we're losing spear units is really pretty bad. Yeah, this doesn't look very good to us. I have a feeling we're going to probably lose Magdeburg here, so that's not going to be good for us. We may have to look at getting a peace treaty fairly soon. We can move these guys down here. This side looks like it got repelled. We haven't repelled the main gate. We did manage to do a decent job over here, repelling the spear sergeants, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to hold it any much longer. So they are sending more units up the walls here. So we'll make sure we're defending that. We're now getting attacked from two sides. Okay, the general died. I'd say everything's kind of collapsing here. They just have too many men, and they're too good for our own troops. Okay. If we managed to get that army from Hamburg one turn earlier, then we may have had a better chance, because we would have been able to reinforce this city, and it would have been 2 stacks against their 1. So unfortunately, does look like we're going to lose Magdeburg. Our general has routed and died. They just have too many mailed knights, too many mounted sergeants. So all right, well that's fine. We lost the city. How many troops are left anyway? So a whole bunch of our troops are routing. We've got mostly archer units left. We've got some... Where are these guys? Why are they over here? Alright, it doesn't really matter. These guys wouldn't have helped much. We could send them in anyway. At this point, it's just take out as many of them as possible, and then perhaps even retake Magdeburg with the army from Hamburg. That's a possibility, and then if that's not possible, we can sue for a peace treaty very quickly. Hopefully the Holy Roman Empire agrees to it, otherwise we're going to have a serious problem on our hands. We should also be building a couple of armies in Denmark as well. We have so much money rolling in that we can, which includes getting some mercenaries as well. Okay, so we are actually routing a few of their units, which is kind of surprising. I'm not really sure what's going on. They have a whole bunch of units on the walls. They routed our spear units all along the walls. They're still pushing men onto the walls from the ladders. In the center gate, we did okay, but I think they pushed everybody back to the main center. Let's see. So these are our Viking Raider units getting destroyed by mailed knights. And we've lost half of our force already, so there's not much more we can do, I think.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Okay, so they killed 73%, we killed 50%, so that's not bad, that's not terrible. We should have done a little bit better in a siege battle like this, but yeah, I think I'm going to speed things up a little bit here, because we're sort of just waiting for them to destroy us now. Can't imagine there's much more we can do to win this. Let's see, we've got our archer units somewhere around here. Our archer units are still firing. So we're just going to send everybody down into the main square for one last attack.
Curses! Our enemy has command of the castle. Praise the Holy Lord! Our pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Okay, we managed to kill the enemy general. Still don't really have a chance though. Unless we can take out these spear units over here. Doesn't look very good for us. Because I don't even know where half of our units are. We've got spear units, we've got 2 Viking Raiders left, a spear unit, and a whole bunch of archers. So, I mean, the archers are getting fire on people, I think. I mean, I think we're routing people still. Actually, we're not doing terribly. This could be going worse for us. So, we'll push these guys forward. Take care of these spear militia who are routing, actually. So these guys are routing. We'll try and kill as many of them as possible. We'll get our archers firing on the guys on the walls. I don't know what these guys are doing out here. If we can get some rear fire on these guys, we may actually have a chance on this. Especially since we managed to kill their general. I mean, both of our generals are now dead, but I mean, now we're doing okay. Okay, we'll take these guys off fire, and then we can just get them laying into the backs of these guys. So they are shaken, so a few good kills may actually break them. Where are our spear units? I don't know where everybody is. That's where all of their... Okay, so everybody's over here. So we should be moving our spear units towards the light men-at-arms over here, who are getting shot in the back by these siege towers, actually. I don't think they took the walls. I didn't get a pop-up saying that they've taken the walls, so this is good for us. We may still have a chance here. We really need to utilize our archers to get fire on these guys. Okay, so we get some fire on these light men-at-arms. They have their backs turned to us. We're also moving pretty sizable mass of infantry towards them. I don't know where they're running now. Trying to get back on the wall, are they? So whatever we'll do, we'll try and kill as many of them as possible. Break this unit. This spear unit up here, it looks like to be almost broken. So if we can keep getting some fire on them. So we'll speed things up here a bit, because I don't know if we will win, but we'll do the best we can.
Only intervention by the Almighty Lord or a military genius can bring us victory from this debacle.
Yeah, okay, so that was close, but their light men-at-arms are just hacking through our Viking Raiders and spear units, so just on the basis of pure quality troops, they've got us. But, I mean, we still take as many of them with us as we possibly can. We've killed 75%, and our archers are still getting fire on them.
men have fought long and are becoming tired. The battle seems to be swinging in our favor.
Okay, man. Okay, we just won that. No way. I don't even know how that happens. Hang on, wait. Okay, so we just routed their entire army. Nope, not quite. Oh, man. We're so close to winning this. If we can just get some fire on these guys. Okay, these guys are shaken. I don't know if they're heading for the ladder or for our levy archers. Let's just pull them back, and while they're climbing up the ladders, we can get some rear fire on them. Unless they are charging our levy archers. Okay, so we're just going to keep firing on these guys. In terms of infantry, we have like 16 dudes left, so we're definitely not going to win on the infantry front. But we have broken so many of their units. We just need... Where's the last units left? It's just these guys here. Oh man, this battle's taken for a while. So I'm going to keep speeding things up. No way. Okay, so we just won that. That was a hectic battle. We should have lost that. They should have definitely beaten us there. So we'll end the battle. Okay, so that's pretty good. So they did actually... we killed about the same amount of men. So that's pretty good. So Prince Sigtrig, our heir, did actually die in that battle. But that's still an awesome battle. We somehow came through, won that. And we have held Magdeburg against the Holy Roman Empire. And at this point, I'm pretty keen on a peace treaty. I don't think we can defend against too many more of those. So we did get a whole bunch of units. We can offer to ransom these guys, actually. Which is fairly tempting, because if we are going to get a peace treaty, we want to get them on our side. So we'll ransom them. They rejected it, though, so... Okay, so we just need to find a diplomat, and then we'll send the diplomat towards the Holy Roman Empire, see if we can get a peace treaty, and I think we've snatched a fair bit of land, and then we can sort of head towards Norway, because... Norway is going to be our final target again, and then perhaps once we're stronger later in the game, we can take on the Holy Roman Empire again. So the Aragonese want trade rights, so we'll give that to them. What we can do actually is take Stettin and then give them a peace treaty, because I kind of want Stettin. I'll admit, I want that territory up there. I don't like them having broken territory like that. So we will take... yeah, whatever. We will take Stettin.
Marching to battle with pride, Lord.
Oh, that's such a joke. Okay, so what I might do is I'll play this battle out, and when I come back, we'll do the peace treaty. Actually, no, what we'll do is we'll end the episode here. Next episode, we will take on Bruno von Hohenstaufen here. No, I can't even pronounce his name. We'll take Stettin. Then we will sue for peace with the Holy Roman Empire. So we did a pretty decent job in this episode, guys. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. Leave me a comment. Subscribe if you want to see any more. So until next time, guys, I'll see you later.